What's up, guys? It's Troy P. Today we will be going over what you need to trade Forex. So new traders get kind of confused on what the essentials are and get kind of tied into things that they don't necessarily need. They end up over purchasing, over buying, and not actually having enough to trade with. So let's get into it. What do you need? First thing you need, fast Wi-Fi. Most important thing when trading is making sure you have a stable connection. If you don't have a stable connection, you're going to either be lagging in quote prices, or you're just not going to be able to execute your trades properly. You're not going to be able to close fast enough, and you won't be able to open in time, and you might lose a lot of money. So make sure you have fast Wi-Fi. Next thing you're going to want to do is make sure you have a nice trading setup. Make sure that you feel like you're in a clean headspace. Make sure that you're able to properly sit down in a quiet area and execute trades. You don't always want to be executing trades on your phone on the go. That is very possible. A lot of people do travel and trade, but I want you guys to make sure that you have a home base where you have a nice little table, nice little laptop setup, maybe a couple of monitors. Just whatever you want. Don't go too overboard here, but make sure that you're having a clean headspace where you feel comfortable trading. And lastly, what you're going to want to make sure you have is just the proper software. So people get confused. We use MetaTrader 4. What MetaTrader 4 is basically the platform that we use to execute our trades with our brokers. We'll get more into brokers later, but just make sure that you have MetaTrader 4 installed on whatever device you need. Next up, you guys need to make sure you have a device to trade with. Devices can either be a PC, it can be an iPhone, it can be a desktop, it can be whatever you want, but make sure that you have the ability to download MetaTrader 4 on it before trying to trade or before purchasing. So I use my own Apple iPhone to trade. I have an iPhone 11 and it works perfect. And I also sometimes use my desktop at home to chart on, which is, when I say chart, I don't mean on TradingView. When I mean chart, I mean actually going into the MetaTrader 4 software and charting, because they do have some things that you can apply, which are different kinds of algorithms and indicators, but we'll make a video on that another day. Just make sure that you have a device to trade on and that it is MT4 compliant. Before we get into the third and final thing that you need to make sure you are a successful trader, we want to go over the difference between MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. So MetaTrader 4 is the exact same thing, except it doesn't include some of the stock tickers that they have. And this is very dependent on your broker. And there's also a little bit more of like community type features on MetaTrader 5. They're very similar. Most traders use MetaTrader 4. I would say just stick with MetaTrader 4 just solely because it is that golden grail that everyone uses. But if you want to use MetaTrader 5, if you want to check out the differences, feel free, knock yourself out. Before going over our last thing that you need to have to trade Forex, we must first define what a broker is. So MetaTrader 4, again, is the platform in which we trade on to place our trades. Our broker is the person who takes our trades and is the one who is actually paying us out or taking our money in. So the thing that we need is to have a deposit method. Mine is cryptocurrency with my broker. I won't be recommending a broker in this video, but check down in the bio below to see if there is any kind of comments or anything that we Elite Algo are putting out for you in terms of broker recommendations. But you need to make sure that you have a funding source that is approved by your broker. If you have crypto, you're going to be good. Dude, every broker pretty much, except for maybe like 1 or 2 or 3 that I know of, takes crypto. But the other things you can maybe use are MoneyGram. I think you can also use Skrill. I think you can maybe get away on some of them with card payment processors if you have like Visas, like Visa cards. So I would say just go ahead and plan to use crypto, and the easiest way to do that is using Cash App. I buy all my crypto on Cash App and just send it straight to my broker. Easy as can be, easy to keep track of, low costs. If you don't want to use Cash App, use Coinbase, same exact idea. So those were everything you needed, guys. Make sure that you have a desk and a headspace where you can trade comfortably. Make sure you have a fast connection, make sure you have a funding source, and make sure you have the software in order to trade. So hopefully this video is helpful. If you guys want to see more content, subscribe below and tap in next week. I am Troy P, and I will see you guys soon. Take care, everyone.